Do we have the subject for today,
Do
guys?
What is the subject? Let's
Guys,
talk about bullshit like last time.
Yet another
Whole life.
episode, yeah, of Suit Yourself a Menswear podcast. And today's episode, actually, we have a script.
It's not improvised, okay?
No, it's not. But I think we were talking about those fashion rules that you can actually break.
Yeah.
So
We're breaking them a lot, actually.
Everyone is breaking those rules, but I don't think that so many people actually know the rules.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And but that's the difference. There's a difference that when you are breaking the rules because you don't know about them, or if you're breaking the rules because it's intentional.
Yeah.
And that's a big difference. So that's always interesting to have some kind of talk around this aspect.
Yeah, because today we are gonna talk about style rules we actually break.
Yeah, you break a lot of rules.
I think so, but I'm aware, and it's with intention often.
Yeah, me only when I'm driving, breaking the rules. Exactly. You see, you want to play with this. I want to have I want to have the thoughts on. That's it. I'm saying it all the time.
Yeah, but you know those rules were fashion menswear rules. They were made long time ago.
Yeah, exactly.
And like no brown in town. Why even? Because people were wearing brown shoes, going on the field and working.
Yeah, and it's a mix of rules that have been made by
Noble
bourgeoisie
people. Exactly.
and aristocracy, and it was just to differentiate themselves with people that could maybe have the money but not the knowledge. So
Or maybe didn't have the money, didn't have the opportunity even to wear, for example, white shirts.
yeah,
For example, why we wear white shirts on formal occasions? Because it's hard to keep it clean.
but that's
So-
the difference in between white collar and blue collars.
Yeah, exactly. And you know those shirts with white collars, but different, like for example, blue rest. Because in the past, some people had just the white collars and they just cleaned the white collars and
Yeah.
everything else was still dirty.
Yeah,
Because people didn't have money, and now everyone has money, and wearing a floral, for example, shirt is not because you want to hide because it's dirty.
yeah, exactly. But actually, those brands in America, because like 100 years ago, people were still wearing those type of colors that are detachable, that you change. And it's some brands in America started to, it was industrialization. So they started to make actual shirt that you can wear without detachable elements. And that changed the fashion, it changed the quality also over time. But there are rules from different social environment, but there are also rules from within work. So, for example,
What do you mean? Which?
in different categories of work, so or different jobs. So, for example, if you take the bankers, the reason why there are stripes, it's basically the thinner the stripes are, the more elevated you are in a rank.
It's like with pilots. How many stripes you have on the
Exactly.
epaulets?
Exactly, but it was more like an unsaid rule about those suits, you know. And now we identify the poor suit with stripes to bank and so on. But not everyone could wear it. Or, I mean, it was. You would have a lot
Like-
of social pressure. if
Like
you were doing
Gordon
this.
Gekko.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
Gordon Gekko. But also in other type of work, because if you are taking nowadays, everyone is about the chore jacket, you know.
What?
The chore jacket, or how do you say core jacket? Workwear jacket.
Mm-hmm.
CHORE, chore jacket.
Mm-hmm.
And the workwear jacket, people also love to have them second hand, you know, old chore jacket that are
I don't, thi- I,
50
don't
years
think,
old.
I don't think I know what it is. What it is.
So it's basically, you have seen me wearing this blue jacket with outside pockets in cotton, heavy cotton, you know?
mean okay? It's like worker shirt, like overshirt.
Yeah, but it's a jacket. It's an
Mm.
actual jacket with heavy cotton, and it could be matched with the same trousers. because it was workwear, but like actual
Yeah,
workwear.
I mean, even my dad, when he was a mechanic, he
Yeah,
wore something like that, and it was blue, almost navy, not navy, but it wasn't a regular blue
yeah.
color.
And what is very interesting is that at least in France, a lot of people are trying to collect those old jackets from those times, but the colors, there are different colors for those jackets, because depending on what you were working with, you would have to wear a different color.
Yeah, it was like a uniform.
Exactly. So painters were wearing white, I
Right.
think. Woodworker black. Blue was for I'm not sure anymore. But anyways,
How you call those guys that are cleaning chimneys? Jeez. They're
yeah.
wearing black, but it was different. In Poland, when you see a guy like that, you should grab his button. They have metal buttons.
Okay.
It will give you luck.
Really, like to touch the button.
Yeah, exactly. They are used to it.
No, everyone is like grabbing their pants in the street. Like.
Yeah. Yeah, but they are not so often in those outfits anymore. But when
Yeah.
I was a kid, they still actually went through between houses and collect money, or just they were selling calendars also.
Ah, okay. But they were like actually going in your chimney to take away the.
No, usually they were just collecting money. Right now, those guys are checking ventilation system.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they are not wearing those outfits anymore.
Exactly.
They are wearing more like workwear. Yeah, even last week I had a photo shooting. No, this week I had a photo shooting. I posed with workwear.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you were wearing like those yellow vests, or
Yellow, black, yeah, different. There's fashion. It's so many different outfits, so you can have whatever you want.
yeah. I mean, I love wearing workwear. I think it's so
Yeah, but not
comfortable.
like that workwear. It was workwear that you actually work in.
Yeah. But that's the thing. When you are my workwear jacket, I mean, I wouldn't want to destroy it too soon. But I had another jacket that I was. So we spent a week painting. A friend has a little small island, and he has a few cabins on it, and we painted all the cabins. And I was wearing another short jacket that had now the stains of painting on it, and it was made from an old canvas that was taken from tents. Army tents from Russian army tents, old Russian army tents. But
Yeah, it's
a bit
like
too tight now.
denim. Denim was fabric for tents.
Oh, was it? Really?
Yeah, really.
Okay.
Yeah. If first denim was made for tents because it was just so durable.
Yeah. Exactly. And something that I like to use for accessories, for example, it's the canvas that is used for boat, sailboat, for their, how do you call that actually? What they use to sail and to take grab the wind.
Mast. Yeah, I don't even know.
I'm not sure about
how
what
it's
you call
called. It's
that in
called in
English.
English.
That's becoming very technical. But yeah, there are some. I think one of the fabric is called X-Pack, and this X-Pack is very interesting. Maybe not for clothes, but for accessories like backpack and things like this, because it's water resistant. It's quite solid, but also it gets a very nice patina. So it's one of that's the problem with technical fabrics. Usually they don't get a nice patina or patina at all, but this one gets a patina. So
because they are it's just so easy to clean. So
yeah, exactly.
stays.
But that's also the texture. It's a bit crisp. Feels a bit like some kind of paper, something like this, with a rip stop. So rip stop is those little square that you have in the weave technique, and it's preventing from the
you know that this part is actually called just sail.
Sail, right?
Sail,
Okay,
just
well,
sail.
we're not too far from it.
I didn't know.
But yeah, so yeah, those technical ripstop techniques. But I mean, something that is also used in jungle jacket and or trousers. The olive green trousers from Informal that I'm often wearing is made of ripstop fabrics.
Yeah, but today we're gonna talk about breaking the rules. So what rules we are actually breaking? Usually just we are wearing brown in town. But
Yeah,
how not to wear it? And we live in Stockholm, nobody actually cares.
yeah,
Maybe, I don't know, maybe in London people would say something that after 6
yeah.
p.m.
Maybe
you
I.
should wear black.
Yeah,
Do you think?
maybe. No, I
I
don't
don't
think
think
so.
so.
Maybe
Maybe
in
when you meet the king.
yeah, exactly. Maybe if you, yeah, exactly. In this type of very well protocols and so on. Although I am unsure that even the royal family, when they are not seen by the cameras, are actually following any rules at all. To be honest. And
I think the king follow rules because he is a
yeah,
well-known dandy.
exactly.
But wearing, the people are actually so against wearing black shoes because they think that it's just so boring. Today we are wearing
Yeah,
black shoes, black loafers, and you are wearing black derbies,
yeah, exactly.
derby brogues.
Brogues. Yeah, and actually, that's, I mean, and a very interesting point that was risen by Asko Kidi all the time. He was talking about black shoes, and he was explaining how important they are visually. They are grounding you,
Exactly.
and they make you more steady, and this gives more character to your silhouette, but also to yourself. And when you are trying to present something. But one rule that we are breaking is that we are wearing loafers all the time.
Yeah, but it's something something different. I would say that loafers are not formal, but they just look so good and they are so sleek. So this is,
Yeah.
yeah, we are wearing them. But also one thing that people are breaking the rules. They are wearing Oxfords with chinos.
Yeah.
I don't understand that because we don't wear Oxford that often
Oh,
because it's just such a shoe that so formal and people are working in Oxfords
yeah.
also at the bank and wearing those.
You could wear Oxford.
Yeah, but it's just so easy to just slip on your shoe.
Yeah.
You don't need to think about anything else. Okay, so for example, today I'm breaking some rules because the suit is quite formal. I
Yeah.
mean, the fabric is maybe not so formal, but it's not flannel.
So that's the thing. It should be quite formal because it's a herringbone, even though it's very soft, so we don't see it. But there's a bit of a brush aspect to it that makes it a bit more matte.
Yeah.
So it's not
So
super
it's not
formal in
super
the end.
formal and it's woolen wool.
Yeah.
Wait, woolen wool?
Worsted.
Worsted wool.
Worsted
Yeah,
wool.
exactly. Worsted, so it's more smooth.
Yeah.
But it looks like flannel. But I'm wearing Oxford cotton shirt,
Yeah.
button down.
Is it Oxford or Royal Oxford?
Yeah, it's.
I cannot see it from here.
I think it's just Oxford.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it should be not so formal.
Yeah.
But still, it's a white shirt,
Yeah, exactly.
just button down.
That's always what I'm saying. It's also matter because when we get closer to you, we see that it's a bit more matte and that there's texture. But from quite distance, we just see that you're wearing a blue suit, so it's quite formal.
Yeah, because dark colors are more formal, white shirts are less formal.
It's one of the first time I think I'm seeing you in a blue suit. I think
Yeah.
you haven't worn a blue suit in a long time.
I have one blue navy suit, but I cannot find it. It's
Well,
somewhere.
I wish I could say something like, "Where
it's-
is my 10,000
It's
suit?"
bespoke also. I think it's just I think it's too tight right now on me.
Yeah.
So it's okay that I cannot find it because it's just hard to sell some bespoke suits.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I still lost some weight.
You can
But-
put it on a model like this and you
Yeah,
just
it's very
look at
pretty,
it sometimes.
pretty worsted wool. I think it's Loro Piana or Scabal or something like that.
Okay.
Pretty good quality, but it's just too tight. So yeah. And also, we are also breaking other rules, like wearing a lot of patterns, for example, mixing patterns, because the rule is that you should wear maybe one thing with patterns, like shirt, for example, and
Yeah.
if you wear a suit with patterns, then shirt should be plain. But if you have some sense of style, when you can even match 3 different patterns.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's something that, for example, Loic, bien lui en a pris, does that all the time. Probably Claire does that a lot. as well.
It's just the rule is that when one pattern is, for example, big stripes, then the another one should be smaller.
Yeah,
So you just play with different sizes. With
yeah. Derek also, I've seen him doing that quite often because he loves to wear some scarf as a tie, you know. So they have a lot of pattern.
Derek from America, USA. Derek
exactly.
Brownie. Yeah.
So he's wearing oftentimes a few patterns. Where I think it's just the fun to play a bit with patterns.
Can you
with
do that?
colors.
Or is it? Sometimes for me, sometimes it's just too hard. I cannot. I need to wear it.
Yeah.
And then I need to have some plan B.
Yeah.
If it's case. Not, if in case it's not working. Like today, for example, I came here. No, I was working at Loke store today, and I came in polished leather black penny loafers.
Yeah.
And it was just too much. I wanted to have something different, maybe not polished. So I just took. I bought another pair of shoes. Like, oh my god, I don't have space for those shoes. I just needed to have black matte calf leather tassel loafers.
And no, I know why you are broke.
Yeah, always.
I'm too broke, but nice shoes.
Yeah, but a new suit, a new tie. Everything is just new. Yeah, I just actually picked it up, the suit, yesterday. I just need to go to the tailor, do some small adjustments. But but it's cool.
It's just so nice to have some blue suits. I mean, when you are, and by default, because we love menswear, we are wearing things that are not super easy to wear every day. But I cannot stress enough how easy it is to. Sometimes you are just too lazy to figure out what you're gonna wear. You're in a rush.
Yeah, suit is very easy to wear.
And then you take a blue suit and you know that it's gonna work, you know. And that's really my favorite go-to.
Yeah, with navy suit, every shirt even fits.
Yeah, exactly.
You can even dress it down wearing some Western shirt.
Yeah, that's sometimes what I love to do. Yeah, exactly. So for me, if I had a uniform, I would say it's a blue suit with a Western shirt, with or without a tie. But it's just something that I don't have the time to think about it, and I know I'm going to be happy with
that.
But
what do you think? Like, suit should be worn with a tie?
Yeah,
it's also a rule.
Yeah, exactly, and that we are breaking all the time. I love wearing a suit, but without wearing a tie, because then I'm taking pleasure in wearing a tie when I'm doing it. It's like a statement.
But at the same time, don't you think that wearing a suit without a tie is just boring? It's like all those finance bros, just navy suit, blue shirt, and that's all.
It depends how you are wearing it, because me, I'm opening quite a lot of buttons. There's also my chain appearing, so there's a lot of
gadgets.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, without realizing it, it's not my intention, but it looks way more elaborated than it was.
Because for me, it's just a bit. I think it lacks something.
Yeah, that's also why sometimes I'm wearing some kind of handkerchief or something around my neck.
Maybe I should have some chain on my neck,
right above it. But like,
but
if you look at pops and like if you are going back, pops, or church members, and if you are going back in times and 200, 300 years ago, they were like wearing bling blings, like the chains above their. They were very strict.
I think you've seen maybe this reel made by AI with all the popes just looking like rappers.
I haven't seen this.
I think it was AI, dude.
Yeah. There's so much AI these days, but yeah, no, exactly. I think, and I was almost thinking about it. I was like, there's something cool about it. How can we go towards this? But then it's too much. That's also, sometimes you're tempted to do something that is really out of the box, and you're like, oh, maybe that can be my stuff, And then I'm feeling like very quickly you're gonna get tired of it, It's like you don't want to be too much.
Okay, but it was like this summer, for example, wearing suits with tank tops.
Yeah. I haven't done it.
Or like putting polo shirt collars on the lapels of the suit.
Yeah. But that is some trend that we have seen for a long time. It's coming from far. So that's
70s.
exactly.
It's like
So it's all right.
Miami Vice.
The tank top thing is very recent, so I would feel like a teenager trying to mimic what it's trendy, because I don't even find that super nice, to be honest.
I liked it, but also me wearing
It's
a
not
tank top,
bad,
it
no.
also looks like when I take off the jacket, no,
Yeah, exactly,
showing the
right?
guns.
Yeah, exactly. You feel very underdressed as soon as you are taking it off. It feels almost a bit silly. So,
But also wearing suits, for example, double-breasted suits in linen or like black linen suits and opened. You know,
could do this.
black should be
Yeah.
reserved for formal events, for evening, because
Exactly.
black looks good in the evening in um, lights not sunlight.
Yeah, but in Sweden it's always dark, so
No, it's not
we
always.
gotta pass.
In the summer, it's
Yeah.
too late hours. It's not.
But that's also something. That's the uniform ID. Black also with certain skin and so on and features looks very nice. And for me, it looks very nice. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna compensate by using a lot of texture. So I have two black suits. One is in flannel, the other one is in
Linen.
linen.
Yeah, because it's not worsted wool. It's not
Yeah,
shiny.
exactly.
Like, for example, smoking tuxedo.
Yeah, exactly. So you can tell that it's not a funeral suit, or it's not exactly a more dressed up suit. So right away, and I'm wearing it in my own way, so with a shirt that is quite open, so I make it very informal. So then it becomes a bit rock, and that's quite cool.
Yeah, because I got a lot of comments under that reel from Suit Supply where in the summer I wore black.
Yeah.
Just with black slacks and black polo shirt, even a bit transparent, knitted. And you know, because people think that when it's summer you need to wear something light.
Yeah.
No, it's just the black. I hated black actually, and now I just love to wear black because it's just so easy.
Yeah, and it feels a bit like, ooh, I shouldn't do it.
I mean, it just looks sexy. Come on.
Yeah, it
this
does.
Black.
Yeah, exactly.
Even this new campaign of Suit Supply, I took black denim.
Yeah. No, but true. I just think it looks quite sexy. If you can embody it, if you can be the person you pretend to be with your garments, let's say, with what you are wearing, then it looks very cool.
Yeah, and that's so many people are afraid of black color.
Yeah, not the Americans, for example. They are not afraid enough of it. They are wearing it all the time. For them, it's not like funeral oriented. They can wear that as a basic suit.
But it's also some kind of rule that we like to break. And also maybe wearing suits with some informal jackets, maybe not jackets, shirts, maybe shirts with the pockets. Yeah, I mentioned Western shirts. I mentioned even 10 years ago, I wouldn't say that I wouldn't wear a shirt with a pocket. It was also something that, for example, in my at my work, people wear with calculators.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Calculators, typical accountant.
With the ink dropping. No.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you have the little socket.
Even Ask Oki said once that you should never wear shirts with pockets because you will look like an accountant. And I commented like, but what if I'm an accountant? And actually a lot of people commented back like, me too. I love it. I just love when I have some pens or something. But it's also like people, for example, those who smoke. They can have cigarettes here, a lighter or something. It just looks so laid back. But not having this pocket maybe a bit lower.
Yeah.
Then it looks pretty cool.
A bit lower, but also, again, it's the way you are wearing it, because I can see a lot of, those movies from the 60s, the Italian movies, when you had all those cool actors, they were wearing stuff in their pockets and they look cool. But if you are taking the accountant, he doesn't look cool.
No.
So you see, it's I would say it's the way you're wearing it, but it's also the cut of your shirt. How is your shirt cut? Does it look like a freaking balloon? And we are always talking about the fact that you need space. So you do need space, and you don't want to have something too tight. But on the other hand, you still want something that is tailored, that is adjusted. it's always good that there is a bit of intention behind what you are doing. And then you can forget about this intention and you adjust yourself.
Those details on the shirt, for example, for me as a owner of Scolare, all of my shirts, they have pockets.
Yeah.
Because the pockets is actually something that stands out from the crowd. Formal, regular shirts, they just have pattern, maybe, color, fabric. But with a shirt, different pockets, even asymmetrical pockets. One like this, one like that. You can just add a bit of spice in your shirts. It's just, of course, guys, it's informal. So you shouldn't wear a shirt like that on a formal event.
Yeah.
But for example, me having even a blue navy suit, I could have some pockets here and then it would be more cool. Maybe some less formal tie, maybe some knit or even open.
That's the word you said, cool. What is cool nowadays? What is cool is freedom. Freedom from rules.
Now, those rules doesn't apply.
Exactly. And they don't apply to people that have power. And they have power either because they have money, because they have a good situation, or because they are daring.
Yeah, and, because people with money, they wear whatever.
Exactly. And you look cool if you have this type of mindset. So if you're wearing a suit and you're wearing a Western shirt with a tie, this is a combo that my previous boss at AW Bauer, Frederick, was doing a lot. And I really took that from him. I was doing it without a tie before. And then I was like, oh, that actually looks very cool with a tie. And then I started doing this. And because also it was corresponding to me, so it made sense. And when I'm wearing it, I don't feel I'm copying someone. I feel like I'm just going further in the direction that I was already taking from before. I'm just exploring a bit more in my own self, my own expression. I would say, again, it looks cool when you can break a bit those rules. And that's the cool stuff, the swing is there.
You can wear a suit in many different ways, but actually you need to know, for example, if you are going as a guest for a wedding, you need to know those rules.
Yeah, exactly. Those are, it's like the basic of civilized world, because you want to be civilized in those moments, and being civilized is like knowing the basic rules, not to shock anyone. And most of people, they don't really know they don't know so many rules, but the little that they know, they will be a bit like, why he is not following in them, this type of events.
Yeah, the rules are very simple, guys. I think we were even talking about it in the episode that we recorded 5 times about being a guest on a wedding.
Yeah, exactly.
Just dark suit, smooth wool, so worsted wool, white shirt, some printed nice tie, black shoes, and it's easy. You can have a pocket square you don't need to have, and that's it. That's all.
But that's very true, and that's something that is actually quite cool. Is fuck, I don't remember what I was saying. Wait, let's start again. What was I saying?
I mean, maybe because breaking the rules is cool, but you need to know how to break them, because sometimes I would say that. I don't know what you had on mind, but I had a thought right now that, a lot of people want to break the rules, like wearing, for example, navy suit with tan shoes.
That's
or like a black suit with a black tie and a black shirt, or for example tuxedo with a tie.
Yeah,
but this is just it's not breaking the rules. It's just being ignorant.
Sense. Yeah, exactly.
Not knowing the rules.
No, but there's also a lack of taste. It's like it doesn't take a lot of taste just to know that 2 colors don't go together. That it looks ugly. But that anyone could have it.
Like black on black on black.
Yeah, but black on black. Yesterday I was wearing black on black, black shirt and black flannel suit, and usually it's something that you don't want to do because it's too much and it doesn't. It's very difficult to wear that.
If you would add a light gray tie, then it would be a
that
massacre.
Would be horrible.
Because the shirt should be always lighter than a tie.
Exactly. And I was really on the edge of something that works, but it actually worked. And I think it's a again, it's due to your confidence in wearing stuff. You just wear it because you feel probably had a good idea there, and then you will figure it out. But confidence that you show when you are wearing something will make people around you not question it anymore.
Sometimes I got some questions. I had a very formal suit, and those loafers were brown.
Yeah.
And I wore white socks because I just wanted to have those white socks.
Yeah, I remember.
And like, why are you wearing white socks? You could have those no-show socks. Because I just wanted.
Yeah, exactly.
And even like last week, we were going back. I think I was going back from work. I wore this white suit that I have, the cream, and sorry, my phone is just vibrating here. I'm so popular. Because I have a script on my phone. Sorry, guys. I'm not SMSing or like chatting with somebody right now or swiping on Tinder. No, just looking at the script. But one guy approached me and he said like, "Oh shit, you look really good." And I showed him our podcast, and he follows us, and we can greet him right now even if he's listening. But other guy in the background was with his girlfriend, and I've heard it that somebody told the guy told his girlfriend, "This guy is wearing white socks."
She didn't say that.
Yeah. But I wore a white suit, so what kind of? If I want to wear socks, so what kind of color?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, white works because it's just prolonging your legs.
White socks are not forbidden. It's like they need to go with it.
Yeah, of course, not frotte white sport socks, running socks.
No, exactly. No, but exactly. And I remember what I want to say.
But black suit, black shoes, and white socks, then no.
Nah, of course, you look like Michael Jackson. Only him has the right to do this, or he had. But no, and I was, I was deriving and I was talking about the uniform ID, because that's a strong thing. When you have even breaking some rules, make something that will look a bit more like you at the end of the day. And if your way of breaking this rule becomes you, but that it feels genuine, and I must say that there are some people that are breaking some rules, and I feel it doesn't feel very genuine, to be honest. Even though they are pushing it and they keep doing it like this.
Like do you have some example breaking some rules?
Yeah, for example, hot takes, because this one is like so wearing the watch above the shirt.
Like Gianni Anelli.
Exactly. People are saying that he can afford to do it because he is who he is. Well, I still think it's a bit too much. To be honest, at the end of the day, I will always think, because I don't care who he is, at the end of the day, you are judged for what you're doing. And
he was an icon, but...
Exactly. Maybe that's a bit too much.
It was his thing.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, jokes aside, sometimes I just feel it doesn't work. But I really like this idea of having some kind of uniform, something that you can go to and you know that those type of ideas will always work. Because when you actually are busy in life, when you are doing stuff in your life...
You mean like your typical uniform, something that you would go for every time.
But not in a boring way, with all the rules that you have broken with time, or all the things that really represent you, and you go for that. And it doesn't look like a uniform. It looks like people will think, all right, he's been thinking about it. Well, you thought about it because you have been wearing that for 10 years, but you're not thinking about it anymore. And when you are actually active in your life, which I think makes someone charming. You are not charming because you have a lot of time to look at yourself in front of the mirror. You are charming because you thought about this from before, so you have some knowledge, and now you are actually doing something with your life. So you don't have the time every morning to figure out what I'm going to wear. But that also...
I think I have something like that during winter time. It's just turtleneck, black denim, trousers, black loafers, and a trench coat or a coat.
Yeah, I think that's quite cool.
Because you don't need to iron turtlenecks, so
that's true.
and you don't need to iron denim.
Yeah, when I've been wearing for a full week shirts, and I look at my All the shirts on the weekend that I have to iron, I'm like, maybe I should have thought about it twice before
Or
wearing
just
them.
leave it at the dry cleaning.
Yeah, you can do that, of course. But yeah, I don't know. I like to take care of myself, my stuff by myself.
Yeah, same.
You know, like I
Me
will
too.
do it. You know?
I don't. Some dry cleaners, they just ruin my suit.
Yeah, that happens also.
Yeah.
But no, so yeah, I think that it's cool to go to this type of uniform. And I was thinking something that I would like to test a bit also. I remember that David Beckham is doing this. It's like he's preparing his full week of what he is going to wear.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about it. I'm like, that's so convenient.
It is.
You take maybe you will take half an hour to think about it. You take everything out. It's like on an hanger, on two hangers, on a rack, and you just go for it, and you don't have to think about it. That's and no, me neither. At best I'm thinking about it the night for the next day because I'm such in a hurry in the morning.
You can think what rules you wanna break. I have another rule. Wearing different belt. Not the same color and shoes.
Good one actually, because this one, I'm still always questioning myself about it. Sometimes I'm like, when it's black, it's easier. You will wear a black...
brown, you have different tones.
Exactly. And sometimes I'm like, if I try to match it exactly, I feel it's too much sometimes, especially when it's a very specific tone. It's a bit like... I almost feel like those guys that are trying to match their tie with their pocket square.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's like you bought the shoes and the belt was for free.
Exactly. So I feel it's too much. So I feel like, but when I'm not doing it, I'm feeling like, it's not matching also. You know? So I'm like always, I don't know.
What if you have, for example, light gray suede shoes? You're not going to buy just one belt for one pair of shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can wear it black. Or you can wear like black, for example, not black, calf leather with black suede, for example. I would wear it. It's just the color. Or like, for example, I have the, bag.
Yeah.
Today, actually, I have black shoes. I have a black bag, but sometimes I have the green one with the dark brown and.
Yeah. But also, and I think in this case, it goes with the whole outfit, you know. There's a bit the idea behind the outfit also.
But it also takes time for me to take out everything from the bag. And guys, I have something for you, a special advice. That I have a small pouch, like a laundry pouch that you can buy some sets or Amazon, for example, when you travel. So you have your toiletries in a small pouch, and I have all my stuff in the pouch. So when I change the bag, then I just need to take out the pouch. Not every piece, because I have pants, I have AirPods, I have keys. A lot, like my badge from work, so I have everything inside, so I just take out the pouch and I can change the bag.
Yeah, but I would say, the most difficult is with the brown tones, I think. And then it's just, I think it can be an idea to have maybe the belt could be a bit lighter. I think
it doesn't need to be tone on tone.
No, exactly. If the idea goes well with if your shoes goes very well with your socks and your trousers, and if your belt goes well with your trouser and the shirt that is just above or something like this, it will be enough, and it's going to work, and no one is going to be like, it doesn't work.
I would say that breaking a rule and wearing, for example, a very casual belt made for jeans with elegant trousers.
Yeah.
That is not breaking a rule with style, no.
No, and that's funny because we're talking about loafers, and like we are wearing loafers in all settings. But I think that there's something else. It's I'm not wearing it today. I'm breaking a rule. I should be wearing a belt because I have belt loops, and I'm not wearing it at all. But those thin belt that I'm usually wearing, they go with everything. They go with the more dressed up settings. They go also with the more dressed down.
I only have those, but with denim sometimes they are too thin because it's 1 inch.
Yeah.
So that's why I have one silver ostrich cowboy belt. It's a bit thicker.
Yeah, I have this one as well. It's a bit thicker, that's true. But I don't know. I always felt that it was working with the denims. It's also a matter of body proportion, I would say. I'm thin, so also it goes
I'm
well
a
with
bit
my
wider.
proportion.
So I think, guys, I think it's like 20 kilos between us.
Yeah,
Difference. And we are quite the same height.
yeah,
I'm
exactly.
175, you're maybe
Do you want
a
to say?
bit
Do you want
taller.
to tell your weight?
Yeah, last week it was 89 kilos.
89.
And now is 86.
Yeah, I'm around 70, but I've always been very light, actually. But
70. I was 70 in high school.
I was not 70 in high school. I've always been between 65
And
70.
we also have some fans from USA, and guys, we are not going to convert it. No, you need to go and change to metric system.
I almost feel insulted when someone is coming at me and is like, so 12-inch, or I'm 6'6".
I think I'm 5'9" or something.
I'm joking, of course, but it's just.
I think I'm 5'9". Yeah.
It's so.
It's so strange.
I don't want to say the words. It's so strange. Let's say.
And being a pilot, you guys, because everything started in USA. Now I need to convert it. You know, gliders, they have speed in kilometers per hour. Planes, they have usually knots, but some they have in miles per hour. I flew a plane in miles, but usually it's knots. And those galloons, pounds.
But I can almost understand it in those, because like it's a very different environment. So I could almost accept it in planes and in boats. But when it comes to cars and just counting stuff, I'm like,
but you know, in Sweden we have those Swedish miles, and it's not a formal. 1 mile is 10 kilometers.
Oh, really? Yeah. Never heard about that before.
Yeah, it's not formal. It's not written anywhere. It's just Swedish mile. It's just 10 kilometers.
Okay.
So, for example, when you talk about cars, they take, for example, 6 liters per 100 kilometers. So they say it's 0.6 per mile.
Okay.
No, per 10 miles. They say 0.06.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. It's weird. Like, I don't know why, but yeah. But in US they say miles per gallon, so it's different. So it's the opposite. Like they not how many miles per one. Yeah, never mind.
We have lost you guys. Stay there.
Yeah. So guys, when you wanna break the rules, as always, you need to know them.
About you guys' rules that you like to
break. What
break.
rules you like to break, you guys?
Or that you find very silly, or
yeah, because a lot of rules are actually outdated. So which rule is your least favorite?
I'm always talking about this guy that told me at PT that I shouldn't wear invisible socks because it was for women.
Everything that is everything that is for women right now, it was actually for men.
For men at some point.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So if you guys want to wear stockings, if you guys want to wear skirts, it was made for men. Yeah. And wigs as well. Still judges in Great Britain, for example, they wear wigs.
The wigs. Yeah. I mean, if I can
so you can wear whatever, just make it stylish, guys.
Even your wig.
Even if you wear a wig or something, I would prefer maybe go to Turkey. Yeah, I totally recommend, because I've been there.
Exactly.
So guys, break the rules, but know the rules, because breaking some rules.
Yeah,
looks
it
bad.
will show. It will show. There's an obvious difference in between someone that breaks a rule because he knows about it and someone that breaks it because he doesn't know. So don't be this guy. Be the other one.
Exactly. So wearing 2 different socks, it's breaking the rule, but in a weird way.
Yeah. No, like this politician that is wearing also those crazy socks. Canadian, but also English.
Trudeau.
Or Canadian. Not Trudeau was doing that also?
Yeah, he had those like happy socks-ish.
My God.
Yeah. Okay, guys, that's a wrap. So see you in another episode. Bye-bye.
Cheers, guys.
Ciao.